Truth Serum Nation. Uh, Good morning. It's still morning. Uh, Bright but cold, brisk day. -1 here in New York. -1. Uh, Everything's going good. I got some information on. I was doing videos about Angelo. It was controversial. Talking to Ange, former member of the Colombo family, and I was I was ambushing him. I was talking to him while he was in prison, and I was putting the phone here and letting the viewers hear what he was saying, and I kind of got in a lot of trouble over it. I got a lot of, and then he wanted money and stuff for me to talk, and I got exposed, and there's people knocking on my door, people going crazy, but and he got very ill. He got very ill in there. I thought he wasn't going to make it, but a mutual friend has informed me that he's out. He wants to connect with me again, and we had a lot of fun back in the day. We did have a lot of fun, and he didn't rat. He didn't rat. He went away. The people he didn't rat on, they ratted on him. So when I'm telling stories about that kind of stuff, that's a reference point because he's exhibit A. He's exhibit A for that kind of stuff. So he's feeling better. I'm going to try to get him on the phone and have some talks and see how he's doing. And a mutual friend's wife, a mutual friend of ours' wife watches my show, and she kind of lobbied for me. Jojo does his thing and everything. Yeah, it was Bush League. It was Bush League that he didn't know that I was doing a show. That is Bush League. He's talking to me from prison, and I got the phone right here near the microphone. Yeah, that's Bush League. So they it was a little stressful, but it's all right. It's all right. I think he misses the good old days. I think he misses the good old days. So I'm going to try to get Angelo. And there's another guy, Rick P. Palmieri, that they're cool. They're cool. Some of these guys are old DeBella guys, and all of that. I'm not supposed to. There's going to be some rules if I do, if I when it happens that they don't want you to say last names and stuff like that. But So yeah, Big Small, Michael Condinas. Yeah, I did a series of a while back, controversial, when a friend of mine was in prison. Then he was infirmarized. And of course, then he was shaking me down, which is understandable because they use up the minutes and all of that. And, it just went off the rails. It just went off the rails, Mike Lascaris, yeah, we're going to talk about all that. Mike Francis is Mike Francis. I like his political views. He's a great chess player. And I don't know about the titles he uses, Mike. He mislabeled himself a lot on social media, former boss, he was a makeshift captain. I mean, you could put a button on anybody if they're bringing in a lot of money. I'll make you president for a week if you're just handing over, money. You could be whatever you want, Mike. You could be whatever you want. Just come with that envelope. That's all. So, yeah, we're going to discuss that. It was kind of Bush League what I did to Angelo just to try to get views on here. But he's cool. He's chilled out. You get older. We had a lot of fun a million years ago. And I want him to talk about some certain things, and I'm going to be just totally upfront. I'm going to be totally upfront. What happened with those rats that ratted on you, Ange? What happened with those rats? Do you have any, you know, thoughts of revenge? But you can't say that. It's tough. I got to be very careful what you say. Does the mafia still exist? I don't know. You've been a ranking member rotting away in prison. Well, what the hell's going on? You can't say stuff over the phone in prison? Well, how's it? So I wanted to do that. A good mutual friend of ours, Gino, and his wife watched me, and they said, that was wrong what JoJo did, but what the hell? I went through hell with them. I went through hell. It's all crazy. So, move the goalposts a little farther apart. Jeez. So yeah, we'll try to get that in, but I can't be paying, well, yeah, I'll do it, Joe. Yeah, I'll talk to you for 50 or 100. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Mm-mm. That another guy saying, well, just do members only videos with Angelo, and people got to be a member. I says, what am I going to extort? Am I going to extort my subscribers that been hanging in there with me? Well, yeah, Angelo's back, but guess what? You're going to have to pay if you want to hear him. I ain't going to do that. Whatever happens, happens. Because then he'll be shaking me down. How much did we make off of the mayor? I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. Then he'll think I'm sandbagging. You got to think ahead. You got to think ahead. I just wanted to be cool. Talks. What about this mob tube today, Angelo? What about what's going on on the landscape today? I know you're totally against it. It's all supposed to be a secretive. Last time I heard, the mafia is supposed to be secretive, and now you got gangsters on TV or on everywhere talking on channels. So, just generalized questions, what you folks might want to ask. And I'll be up there and you guys come in, you ask questions in real time. You can just ask questions on the fly for free. You don't have to get your credit card out, for free. So that's cool. I was kind of excited. I know this is early for my videos, but you got to get it in when you get it in. Cool, Keith, how's it going? I just wanted to get it out there, and yeah. It caused a stir. It caused a stir with another guy who gets all his Googled information. He knows who he is, and he'll probably be sniffing around and all that. And he wants to know the first and last names of the people, and he wants me to get my head caved in. And he's like, he's Googling. Well, he wants to Google the prison and who's this, who's that. He's the beat reporter. Yeah, JN, the beat reporter over there. He wants to know. Well, that's all right because he's cool. He's the beat reporter and he does shows and everything. That's fine. But he has to realize you can't Google everything about the mob, and you have to remain. If I'm doing something, I have to remain. I have to demonstrate respect for anonymity too. It's bad enough what I'm doing. See, the beat reporter doesn't understand that because he's never been around psychopathic killers. He doesn't understand the backlash of this stuff. Because remember, JN, last we all heard that the mob was supposed to be a secret society. You're the beat reporter. So, yeah. Yeah, good to hear. He'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, Joel Gold. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'm going to get him back on. No secrets, no nothing. And just typical questions, things like that. That's all. JN over there, the beat reporter, yeah, he's good in his craft. He's the beat reporter, but he has to also realize that he was never in the life. So he can't second guess me or Angelo or Gino or Rick. He can't second guess that because it was something that he couldn't Google. I don't know how he should have enough common sense in his brain to process that information. I don't owe him to tell him anything. He's a Mama Luke. I owe him. Oh, yeah. Here's his name, rank, and serial number. Yeah, okay. He didn't understand that. And he come in, trying to talk sideways and this and that. I mean, I don't want any controversy with him. He's a beat reporter. He's a beat reporter, and that's good for the genre. That's good for the genre. It keeps it going. Mike Francis is fizzling out. Sammy the Bull is fizzling out. Dom Cicali is rising up. So, they got to keep that soap opera going. But I was there. Dom Cicali was there. JN wasn't there. He only has access to limited and compromised information. He's so pompous that he thinks he knows every member of every crime family and what they all did. Sorry, JN. Sorry. You're a spectator. You're sitting in the rafters watching, and then you're making reports on it. You weren't playing in the game. You're a beat reporter. Everything you report is limited and compromised. So I don't want to bash the guy because this genre needs a beat reporter like him. It needs a beat reporter, be bopping around and stuff like that. But he tried to come in and say, oh, where's Angelo? Where's this? Where's that? I don't care for you to Google names and all this. You don't have to deal with these people behind the scenes and all the trouble I got in when I did that. I'm lucky he's at the point where he even wants to talk again, Angelo. But Gino and they watch it and they're like, well, that was, they remember me. They remember the hell I went through with that crew. They remember. I'm a nice guy. They remember. And so that's what I want to do. Big Mike, Cool Keith, Joel Gold. That's what I want to do. Revisit that. And yeah, I mean, he had a phone in there. And then it was like, well, if you want to talk, you got to send 50 to the commissary. You got to send 100, and they got a way to do it. And then and then you got to worry about the phone, and he's getting out. And then I don't have to worry about paying for the phone, paying for his phone and things like that. I don't have any money to be paying for the time and minutes on a phone. I ain't got money for that. I'm lucky my phone's on. I'm lucky my phone's on. But there's not a lot of people around. Everybody's dead or doing life. I might be the only one left. So, things went crazy at the end back then, but we had a lot of fun together, even though there was crazy times, but I'm still in good standing with him. There ain't nobody left. There's nobody left. These guys are all dead or they're doing life. So we're at the time talk about some things and fly by the seat of my pants. And I don't want no problems or trouble with whoever the hell is in New York, children and nephews and cousins. Yeah, you put them on there. You were trying to fool a guy. That was bad. I gotta admit, that was bad. That was bad what I did. That was bad. Just to try to get views on YouTube. Mm-hmm. At least now he knows everything at play. At least now he understands everything that's at play. So, I ain't got to worry about somebody trying to knock my door down, going nuts. And Dick S, everything's agreed upon. There's no problems, Dick. Everything's agreed upon. Everybody relax, have a cup of coffee. Everything's cool. Okay. I'm a better friend to Angelo than you ever were. No disrespect, but I'm a better friend. Okay. That's all. And by the way, how much were you sending? How much were you sending to his commissary? Yeah, these guys, they go to prison, they don't rat, and then all the people they spared, they don't even, get somebody, get a stranger to put money in their account. Yeah. 20 years later, 25 years later, these guys, they want to talk smack about me. I don't want to cause any trouble. I don't want to cause any trouble. But they're left to rot in prison because they didn't rat. And the people that they spared, they won't throw a bologna sandwich down their throat to the commissary. They want to come down on me. Really, they want to come down on me. Well, I know what I did was wrong to trick him. He didn't know he was on the phone. But that's a 10-yard penalty. That's a 10-yard penalty. These guys are running around making money, living good, going on trips to Hawaii, going to gamble. They're still living. He's rotting. And you think they would send a $20 bill to his commissary? They want to talk smack about me? So Dick and everything, I don't care if you want problems or you don't want problems. If you want, I'm 61 years old. No, you guys don't scare me. If you want to put boxing gloves on, if you want to put bare knuckle, whatever you want to do, whatever you want. I mean, I don't want to promote violence or anything, but I'm not a punk either. I'm not a punk. So you might get Ronnie Pinder, what's going on? Mr. Anderson. They want to talk smack, and while a guy who might have spared 7 to 10 people that he didn't testify on, they want to talk smack while they're out living the life of Riley. Yeah. And they possibly rat it. The rats out there, they want to talk smack about me. The rats, you know who you are too, because I know there's a circle of people that are going to be watching that video. I know it. You're bums. You're all bums. You know where I live. You're all bums. Straight up bums. Let the poor guy rot away in there like that. That's the mafia. That's the mafia, folks. That's the mafia. So we're going to try to get that together. At least it won't be behind his back. Whatever happens. People could come in and talk and ask questions. And you don't have to pay. It's for free. That's all. If you want to donate or hit the like button or do whatever, I'm not going to do the members only. Well, you want to hear Angelo? Well, you got to pay you got to be a member of the channel. I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to do it. Whatever happens. I enjoy doing the show, and I like to get a more intimate. I want the viewers to have a more intimate feeling about just not generalized stuff you see on mob channels. Generalized stuff. I like the folks to have a more intimate understanding of these people, the mafia. You see the movies, you see these YouTube channels, these mob channels, a more intimate idea of how they talk, how their mind works, how do they feel about what happened to them? Was it worth it? You were really smart and educated. Was it worth it? So that kind of video in reality should have, for people who love the mob tube and all that stuff, a video like that should have 1 million views, because you're not going to see that on mob tube. You're not going to see that. It's an exclusive. I got in trouble over it, but it's an exclusive. So we're gonna try to get that rocking and rolling, and no pressure, no nothing. I'm not gonna get extorted, and it just be nice as friends to go have a lunch with the guy, talk about the old crazy life, and maybe catch up on some of these people's families or things like that. And like anybody else would want if they saw an old friend, you want to catch up. We're older. We're older. He's a lot older than me. You know, there's a lot of question marks that I don't know about what happened after I left. Maybe he knows, maybe he don't know. I don't know. We all know that he got ratted on. I can guess by who, but it's only speculation. It's only speculation. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. And I'm in communication with him. And Gino, thank you. Uh, Ricky, thank you. And your wife, I try to do the best I can. And that's that. I don't want any problems. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. I don't want any mob problem behind YouTube and all of that stuff. So that's fine. That's fine. And you know, I I'm open for any dinners and lunches because I know you're a great cook, and I kind of don't get to have those nice Italian meals anymore. So you know, you know, the food, boy, the food. Uh, these old gangsters or just Italians, men and women. Oh boy, the food was just so good. The food, boy, the food was just so good. I miss it. I miss it. I miss my mommy. I miss my mommy and all those good meals. Oh well, perhaps in another life, because I already did it. So yeah, that's where we're going. Mike Lascaris, where you from, man? I don't even know if he's still in here. People bebop around and all that. But yeah, we're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna rock and roll and see what's going on. You wonder, you get older, the years and decades pass and things, and you just go on with your life. But I'm wondering, what happened here? You see Johnny Rotten, the video I did um, about Johnny Rotten. Yeah, that's real stuff, man. People know. I did that yesterday or the day before, the video about Johnny Rotten, Grandinetti. Yeah, well, that people know the end is near, and wow, they do a lot of things. Of course, they can cooperate. They can just say, "Well, I'm a true gangster. If they smash me, they smash me," or with whatever their options are. But that's real. That's real. That's real. A guy that I hung out with and had fun. Yeah. All right, Deb. I will. I'll let him know. Well, yeah, he probably got it. He probably got it, Deb. He probably got it in his thing. Yeah. Yeah. He probably got it. But don't do it anymore. Don't send anymore because he's getting out and I can't afford, we got a different meeting of the mind, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So yeah, you wonder about these people and Johnny Rotten. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. I talk about a lot of stressful times, but there was a lot of fun times. Gambling at the racetrack, gambling, laughing, eating. There was a lot of fun times. And then you get older, and then you wonder what happened, what happened to these people, and that you spent a lot of time with, and what about their children? What about their spouses? What happened? you know. So maybe we could ask some of that stuff to Angelo, and we'll continue to rock and roll here. And that's that. I just wanted to update people and let them know that I think we could get him on the phone. And geographically speaking, where he is geographically speaking, it'd be hard for him um, at his age and where he's located. It'd be hard, you know. It's all right. I mean, there's room on the couch, but you know, I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I could get. These older people, they don't want to know nothing about YouTube. They don't want to know nothing about doing videos and interviews. Not the real old school dudes, you know. And if you're a reporter, a beat reporter like JN, well, he's got to understand that. He's got to understand that. He thinks like a reporter, but he can't think like a gangster. He should at least understand the reasons why or why not. But all right. So that's what we're gonna do. Stay tuned for all of that. And thanks, Deb, Philly Bob, Mr. Anderson, Ronnie Pinder, Joel Gold, Mike Lascaris, Big Small, Mike Candinas, Joel Gold. Thank you, folks. Um, have a good day. It's 0 degrees here, but at least it's sunny out. So that's it. If you want to support the channel, there's a link in the description. The book, there's a Cash App there. Help a guy out. Throw a bologna sandwich down my throat. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there. So thanks a lot, folks. Have a good day.